It is no secret that LeBron James is one of the highest paid athletes in the world. According to Wikipedia, he earns over $39 million per year. The NBA player boasts quite an impressive career with tons of awards and accolades up his belt. But do you know that his eldest son, Bronny James, is also following in his father's footsteps? Yep, that's right. Bronny James is more casually known as LeBron James Jr., and he is already turning a few heads in the Basketball Association. Even at the tender age of 16, the young kid is proving that he has the potential to be the next LeBron James. Born in 2004 in Cleveland, Ohio, the young James already towers an average man at 6 foot 3 inches. Bronny is fast climbing the success ladder and has already got tons of fans. His official Instagram account was created fairly recently and managed to garner a whopping 5.8 million followers. So you can see how the 16-year-old is already much more popular than most of us will ever be. He can make thousands of dollars with just one post on Instagram. However, a massive Instagram following isn't the only impressive thing he has. The young basketball player has already got many expensive things that probably cost much more than our lives. Don't believe us? We have a list of things that LeBron James Jr. has that only millionaires could afford. But before we hoop in, shout out to Hamster Muffins. Thank you for your support. I always do a random shout out of a subscriber. If you want to get mentioned in my next video, make sure to subscribe now. Ridiculously expensive shoes. You must have realized that basketball shoes can be pretty expensive, and it's no secret that LeBron James has got quite a bunch of deals with Nike and other brands. Consequently, LeBron spoils his eldest son with all the best shoes he can. Bronny is frequently seen wearing his father's shoes too. For example, one time he was seen rocking his father's 16 Equality white and black sports shoes. And real ones know that this shoe can cost over $1,000 in some markets. And Bronny was wearing these shoes as a freshman in his first year of high school basketball. Talk about flexing. The kid would have surely turned heads with those $1,000 shoes. But hey, his father is one of the highest paid athletes in the world, so he can afford to spoil his son with some of the most expensive shoes possible. Other shoes that we have seen Bronny James wear are the Nike Zoom LeBron Soldier 12. The shoes in question are not as expensive as the previous one, but still they cost a decent amount per pair. These shoes are widely regarded as one of the best choices when it comes to basketball shoes. And according to many resources, these are Bronny's go-to shoes when it comes to basketball games. Oh, and let's not forget the pair of customized shoes Bronny's coach requested. According to the news, Bronny's coach requested a popular YouTuber to specifically customize a pair of shoes for Bronny to wear back when he was playing a middle school game. Although the official cost of the shoes was never revealed by the YouTuber, we can easily estimate that it costs around $500 to $800 considering the customizations, the designs, and of course the shoe itself. Designer clothes. It is safe to say that we are all guilty of splurging on clothes from time to time, but nothing in our closet remotely compares to the price of Bronny's clothes. The 16-year-old is one of the most successful high school basketball players and certainly has a closet to reflect that. Bronny not only owns one, but several pieces of Gucci merchandise, including shirts and sweaters. One of the Gucci sweaters adorned by Bronny costs over $100. He is notorious for wearing casual designer wear, much like his father LeBron James. However, just because they are worn casually doesn't mean they can't cost hundreds of dollars. Jewelry. LeBron James Jr. sure knows how to style a piece of jewelry. He is often seen sporting a silver chain or sometimes a pendant. We don't know if it's silver or white gold, but given his $10 million worth, we are sure it must be white gold. And the price of a white gold chain starts from over $100, and that's not it. Bronny must have gotten the chain from one of the famous jewelry brands, so it would cost much more than merely $100, and that's just his chains. He owns many more pieces of jewelry, including rings. It doesn't take a genius to estimate that the net worth of his jewelry alone would be around thousands of dollars. His car. Well, it was reported that Bronny was due to get his car when he turned 16, and it was widely speculated that LeBron had probably brought a gorgeous sports car for his son, like other famous athletes. However, things didn't go exactly according to plan. While LeBron and his wife were away doing NBA stuff, Bronny uploaded a video clip of himself smoking something. We don't know what he was smoking, it could be pot or perhaps something else. We all know that LeBron James takes very good care of his body. This includes a good diet, a strict regimen of exercises, as well as limiting alcohol usage. So, it doesn't take a genius to conclude that a video clip of his son smoking wouldn't have fared well with the basketball king. We don't know if Bronny got the car or not, but either way, his father owns a complete harem of sports cars that he can use whenever he wants. So, why bother? A gorgeous mansion. Well, this $36.8 million mansion isn't exactly the property of Bronny James, but hey, he lives there, and he is the eldest born of LeBron James, so in a way, his mansion belongs to him too. The gorgeous Beverly Hills mansion is truly a sight to behold, from the lush green landscape around it to the gorgeous architecture and interior. Everything about the place is immaculate. It truly comes straight from a magazine. The place comes with many rooms and attached bathrooms in addition to luxurious pools and a home cinema. The floor-to-roof glass interior is sure to take your breath away. And that's just one property. According to sources, LeBron James owns a total of 3 houses. 2 of these houses are located in Los Angeles, and 1 is in Akron, Ohio. And you can bet that all of these houses are the very definition of luxury. It is no secret that LeBron James has an excellent eye when it comes to good investments. That being said, the basketball king has already managed to accumulate enough wealth to last for a lifetime. So even if Bronny James decides to never work even a day in his life, he'd still be okay, all thanks to his dad. Grooming. You might be surprised how much athletes spend on their overall grooming, and Bronny James is no different. Although he is not an NBA player yet, there isn't much doubt that the boy will follow in his father's footprints. So he is already developing a personality fit for an NBA player. His dressing, his attitude, and let's not forget his signature hairstyle. To cope with these demands, the James family has a personal hair salon in their house. Yep, you heard that right. So why bother going to the salon like ordinary people when you are loaded? Besides, their home salon was such an added bonus during the pandemic because unlike the rest of us, they had regular trims. Must be nice. Luxurious vacations. Although NBA is a full-time career and leaves you with little free time in between the seasons, but this does not mean that professional basketball players don't go on vacations with their families. And LeBron James has been known to take the most luxurious vacations with his family. One of their recent vacations was to Anguilla. The family, including Bronny James, stayed in a beach house worth $75,000 a week. Don't get fooled, this is the rate for the off-season. During the holidays, the beach house is rented for over $100,000 for a week. In addition to the beautiful beach view, the James family enjoyed a 24/7 butler, chef, and security guard. So yeah, in addition to materialistic things, Bronny James gets to experience the finest luxuries in life too. And experiential luxuries are worth much more than materialistic things. In the end, we can definitely say that Bronny James is one lucky lad. As a 16-year-old, he has already got stuff that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, but hey, he is the son of one of the highest paid athletes in the world. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. In the meanwhile, check out one of the amazing videos on your screen.